Hey, what's up, students? I wanted to go over a practice test question that's been giving people the fits, and it kind of goes like this. You have two coordinate points. One is A and one is B, and then they say find a new point C that is some type of fraction or some type of scale factor from either A or from B. So a couple things are going to help you. Number one is I would draw a picture because you need to have some directional sense on what's going on here. I would recommend going to Desmos or any other type of coordinate point graphing website. Heck, you can even graph it on a piece of paper because this is going to help you out. You're going to try to find a point from one of the other 2 points, so you need to know your directional sense. If you were to go up, you would add. Going to the right means you add, going down means you subtract, and going to the left means you subtract as well. By the way, let me add to that a little bit. This means, hold on a second, there we go. You would add to the x coordinate going to the right, subtract to the left, and then you would add to the y coordinate going up or subtract going down. So I guess I can kind of highlight that. There we go. So this is going to help you with your addition or your subtractions. So let's figure out what 3/5 of the distance even is from point A. So to figure out the distance from A, that is 3/5, point C is 3/5 from A, excuse me. I was getting ahead of myself. I was thinking about some other things. You probably want to figure out the X and Y distance that A and B are from each other. So I think I have a couple of things ready to go here. First of all, point C is going to be along this line somewhere from A. So just to give myself a point of reference, I'm probably going to want to move this way and then this way. Okay, so I'm going to go to the right as I'm going down. So I know ahead of time I'm probably going to add to my X value, and I'm probably going to make a better arrow here, and I'm probably going to subtract my y value. So spoiler, that's what I'm going to do mathematically. Let's figure out the actual math here. So it looks like the x distance, excuse me, the y distance here, right here, this would be the change in y. So this would be the change from positive 10, 5, 10, positive 10, all the way down to negative 15. So my y distance is going to be 25. Here we go. So there's my y distance, my vertical distance. My vertical distance going from point B to point A or vice versa is a change of 25 units. All right, now let's go how far are we left and right, or the change in x. Let's see, where did I put that other line? I think I saved another line somewhere. Where did I put it? Right here. There it is. There you are. All right, cool. I made some pre-drawn lines just to save some time, and that worked out pretty nice. All right, so going from negative 30 is that x coordinate to positive 45, that x coordinate. I believe that is a distance of 75. Okay, cool. So I have my x distance and I have my y distance. The next move is I need to take both of those distances times a scale factor of 3/5. So since it's going to land on the blue line, I'll probably do that math with a blue color. So here we go. So 75 is the x distance, so I had to go 75 times a 3/5. That is going to equal, I believe it equals a 45. Okay, so that means my x distance needs to move this way 45 units. Okay, again, that's the x distance. I got to move this way 45 units. So that probably means I'm going to do some type of addition. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and find my y distance as well. My y distance, 25 times 3/5. Again, so what am I doing here? I'm taking not the blue line, but I'm taking both the horizontal and vertical changes times 3/5, because that's going to bullseye the 3/5 distance along the blue line, much like finding the midpoint. Okay, but we're not finding the midpoint, we're finding the 3/5 point. All right, 25 times 3/5 is 15. So that means my vertical distance is going to go down 15, okay, because I already said negative, so I'm going to go down 15. So from A is where I'm going to start. Before I do my movement, let me review again. I found the x distance. I found the y distance. I took both the x and the y distance times the scale factor, and those got me my movements. 45 and 15 are not my answers. They are my movements. They are the 3/5 movement from A. Okay? They are not the answers. They're the jump. So I got to go 45 to the right. I think these go by fives. Here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So I need to go boom right here. I mean, if I were to do it this way, okay, and then I got to go down 15. Well, what do you know? It lands right there. Isn't that nice? Okay, so there's point C, students. Point C is 3/5 the way. Mathematically, instead of counting, let's see if that I can also do that mathematically. You can start at A, and then you can add 45. So let's see here. Where should I do that? Maybe I'll do that right here. So here's coordinate point A. It's -30 and 10. And let's apply my movements. Plus 45. So we're going to go plus 45 to U. And then we're going to go minus 15 to U. This right here should give us point C. Point C is going to be at positive 15, -5. And boom, there it is. Positive 15, -5. So C is at 15, -5. All right, there we go, friends. That's it. We found point C. That is 3/5 from A. Again, quick replay. What did we do? Number one thing that will help you, students, is to graph the coordinate point so you physically know which way you're moving from. And then remember, when you move x values left or right, up or down with y values, you know what to do mathematically. Right positive, up positive, left negative, down negative. Once you figure out which directions you need to move, you use the scale factor times the x distance and the y distance. Once you find those movements, apply the movements and find your coordinate point. That is the scale factor from A. If it were from B, if I were to quickly flip this problem and all of a sudden say, oh, we're not from B, excuse me, we're not from A. Let me give this a new color here. How about purple? From B, you would do the exact same thing, except you would move 45 that way. So you'd find the exact same x distance, same scale, same 45, but you would move 45 that way. And then once you move 45 that way, you would move same vertical distance, same scale factor, same 15, and then you would move 15 up. So let's see, where should I draw that? Right about here. And maybe I do it over here. You would move 15 up. Okay, now the only difference is if you move 45 to the left, you would subtract the 45, and then you would add the 15. So, ooh, wow, is that right? There's no way. Yeah, the same 45, save 15. Okay, so if we went backwards 45, then up 15, weird. Look at that. If you reversed it and went from B, the C value in this situation, well, let's say it's not C anymore. Let's call it D. Find point D that is 3/5 from B, 45, 15. There it is. It'd be right there at the origin. Huh, interesting. I did not plan for that to happen. That was a purely coincidental situation. Okay, anyway, but as you can see, it's the same math. You find the x distance, you find the y distance. You multiply those distances by the scale factor. Then you apply those distances. Again, those are not your answers. Those are your skips. Those are your jumps. You apply those skips or jumps to the coordinate point you're moving from, and then make sure you move accordingly and do the right math. All right, that's about it, friends. So that's how you apply a scale factor other than a midpoint to two coordinate points. All right, that's all I got. See you in class.